selling dog stuff, comment on dog stuff. Don't comment on, crypto make money stuff and try and find dog people. Now, then again, who knows? But if I'm gonna pick where I'm gonna make my comments, I'm gonna target posts that already have the types of people that I wanna sell to commenting and posting on it. All right, and then finally, people who reply to your comment are gonna probably be some of the warmest leads because they've already read the thing, took the time they already basically messaged you in a way by replying to your comment. So this, if you think about this, is like, we only need 100. If you make a post and you get 25 likes, it's like, boom, there's my first 25 reach outs. Then I've got people who commented. Maybe I've got 3 or 4 comments. Okay, there's another 3 or 4. Then I make my 100, remember here? So let's link these up. So these 2 go to this, and then these 2 go to this one. Let's see if I can cross the chasm here. There. So if you then do 100 comments, you're going to at least get 100 likes or responses. Because if you actually take that much time, the person who made the post on will likely take the time to like your comment because they want to encourage other people to leave long, thoughtful comments like that. This is one-on-one lead gen for you not having any audience. So it's gone. Like, you have no more excuse. This works. And the results that we're getting are fucking awesome, which I'm really stoked about. I'll share the stats later. We're doing it as a big experiment. And there's one more reason that I think this is really sexy. Comments on a big post will get way more reach than your initial content, especially if you're starting from zero, because you basically get to piggyback on the reach that other people's content gets. And so it's in a weird way, it's almost like you running mini ads. Now, to be clear, you wanna have thoughtful comments. You don't wanna say like, buy my shit. Like, that will, one, probably get you blocked by the person whose content it is, but also you look like a shithead, so don't do that. So you wanna have a thoughtful response, and this will take time. To be clear, like, well, how many hours a day will this take? And notice I mentioned hours a day. It'll probably take you 2 to 4 hours to do this every day. But objective number 1 when you're starting out is let people know you exist, because no one does. So I asked my homies after getting them results. So I provided value first, and I said, hey man, I've got your before and afters. I need like a few more. Can you send me some friends that have seen your results? And a lot of them had, like, people were telling them like, dude, you lost 50 pounds. You look awesome. Or like, hey, you have a bikini now. Like, you didn't even want to go outside without covering yourself up. Like, this is great. And so I got probably another 6 to 10-ish referrals from those first 6. And a totally different thing happened here. These people didn't know who I was. They just knew that I had helped their friend out. And these people cared way less about like helping me and cared way more about just helping them, which, unsurprising, fine. But the thing that happened was, because it was free, none of them really did anything. And so that became a problem. And so then I was like, shoot, that whole thing didn't work. So then I moved on to stage 3, which was the free training project. And so that is the title that we owe this section to. And so what I did was I said, hey, now when you refer someone, just donate $500 to $1,000 to the charity of your choice. That way you still have skin in the game, but it's still effectively free in that you're not paying me. And so I was then public about it. People were like, this is awesome. And then a lot of people came in to support the fact that I was kind of doing this for charity. But long term, I wanted to find a way to turn this into something that I could make money from. And so the next phase of customers, this gave me everything that I needed to then transition to paid. And so from there, I went to the Skinny to Swole project. Now, publicly, this was a year later. And so this was where I asked new people to pay $200 a month for 12 weeks to go from skinny to swole. And I had all these great transformation pictures from my friends, from the people who went through the free training project to then do skinny to swole. And I was able to transfer, and this is a key point, I was able to transfer people from the free training project into skinny to swole without really losing many of them. I just said, hey, you know how you paid for 12 weeks to this charity?